Free, what could be considered one of the most brutal songs on this album. And yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's one of my personal favorites. Babymetal. I love it. Yeah, again, coming in hot and heavy with the beginning of this album. Again, From Me to You, Ratatata, Song 3, like, it really feels like they want to try and get like the heavy stuff sort of out the way first, like really kind of like, you know, get you in, bouncing, and then probably slow you down towards the back end of the album. At least that's what my initial thoughts are when I'm looking at this one. But without actually knowing the album, we do not know. But that's kind of what it feels like it's gearing up to. It feels like we're getting an explosive beginning, and then sort of like winding down slowly as we kind of go through the album. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. That's where we're going. Like I said, Song 3, I'm going to be extremely honest with this one. Just like Ratatata, I'm into the screams. I love Slaughter to Prevail, like I love Electric Callboy. So this is a perfect match for me. Like Babymetal, Slaughter to Prevail coming together. Doing something weird and unique, and yeah, I love it. And again, we can take that brutal metal elements of like Western bands and sprinkle in that Babymetal cuteness and that fun aspect, which is always fun. And I'm really glad that not only like Babymetal got to work with Slaughter to Prevail, but obviously Slaughter to Prevail as well, you know, like had fun with this and you know, didn't, you know, really kind of leaned into it as well. So yeah, both bands went up in my estimation upon listening to this song. But again, we're going to come straight into this one after Ratatata. Again, we're trying to go through every song so we can kind of gauge how the album flows a little bit. So let's do this. Again, the song is it's 3 minutes 34 here. They fucked up. They done fucked up. They had one job. I do think the girls sound a little bit high-pitched here. A bit too much. Oh, excuse me, bless me, sorry. When it kicks it hard, man. The music video is so good as well. I love it. It hits hard. love it. Yeah, I think in this case it's like I should probably really switch the autoplay off. I think in this case, when you look at the other one, I feel like that was like a general veer in a different direction. Like it was very Western sound, and we went from like the Metal Resistance era sort of technical guitar, like more Japanesey metal. It was a massive difference to be going from like Mikio to like Takayoshi Imura to like Metal Galaxy was a more like EDM sort of album, and then Metal, the other one, felt like it was a more power chord, like Western side of an album, and this one kind of just feels like a bit of a progression from that. Like they kind of found their sound a little bit. I think the collabs have sort of maybe helped. I think Babymetal can take like a bit of a step back. Obviously, with like you've got the collab with From Me to You, Ratatata, Song Free, and this all feels to me like again the Babymetal band, the Kami band, like it's very kind of standard stuff. But again, Ratatata, Electric Cool Boy had a big hand in that. Song 3, Slots of a Rail, had a big hand in that. Con that we're about to listen to, again, Bloody Wood is, signature is all over that song as well. So it really feels like they wanted to be in that general direction, but instead of like trying to create their own sound a little bit, with the amount of collabs that are on this album, they've kind of taken a step back and kind of just vibed in that lovely sweet spot of being Western, but at the same time you're letting other bands do their thing as well, which I kind of really appreciate a little bit. I mean, I would be interested to know what your guys' thoughts are on the opening of this album, so I'm gonna say that now. I want to see your guys' comments, because we've had a pretty heavy start. Obviously, From Me to You, Ratatata, Song 3. I mean, that's a pretty brutal song for somebody that, like, maybe if you're a fan of Babymetal from like the original Babymetal album, the self-titled one, again, Metal Resistance and stuff like that, that could be a little bit of a shock to your system, maybe a little bit, especially if you're coming into this one because you like Babymetal rather than, like, again, the metal aspects and the screams and stuff. So I'm really interested to know, like, how a lot of people that maybe don't gravitate towards that side, like Babymetal because of, like, again, the cuteness or the way that they handle music and the way that they're really experimental. And, like, how do you guys feel about, like, this album being sort of like a really heavy start? I mean, I'd be really interested to know in the comments down below kind of your guys' engagement on that one. We're going to talk about it at the end towards, like I said, the review of the album. But yeah, Song 3 it's good. Like, it's kind of like Electric Cool Boy all over again. It's just two bands. Babymetal kind of leaned into the Slaughter to Prevail sound here, and it works. It works surprisingly well. I think it kind of shows as well, like, Babymetal's ability to really kind of collab with anybody. Like, if you can stick them in a room with any artist, they can bounce back and forwards between anybody, because they just got that sound and that voice and that charisma to be able to do so. Whether or not it's like extremely metal or rock or pop, they really can fit in any kind of like environment, situation, genre. It's kind of incredible, actually. But yeah, again, let me know on your thoughts, what you're thinking at the beginning of this album so far, your thoughts on it, like, being as heavy as it is. I kind of want to gauge the general sort of like, the beginning of this album a little bit, All right, anyway, we're moving on to Con. As always, guys, don't forget to leave a like on this. I would very much appreciate it as we move on to Con. I hope you're enjoying the journey. I'm certainly enjoying doing this for you guys. I'm really enjoying it. It's always fun when a new Babymetal album comes out. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. So see you guys in a minute, hopefully. Yes. Go over there. Let's do it.